going back to the bloom bag swap part 2. So showed you this flower and this flower the first time, and we're going to move on to another flower that I'm going to show you, and then the tag with like the pocket to put in the bag. And there's still openings to sign up for this if you're interested. What I'm gonna do is, I got this grippy map at the Dollar Tree, and I flip it over, and this is what I usually mix colors with. The die set that I use this time is from Elizabeth Craft Dies, and I'm going to be using these flowers and the leaves. I only cut one set of leaves to put in with the leaves and everything, and I used pearlescent color because it's still sticking to the pastel theme. And like I said, my bouquet is going to be, well, the flower range is going to be pastels. So this is what this is going to turn out to be. So the paper that I used was, watercolor paper, and it's 90 pounds Canson, and it makes really nice flowers. It's a lightweight watercolor paper. It's a cold press, and this I think I got this from Michael's a couple years ago. It's just that I paint and or make cards and everything, but I found out that they really work great with flowers. So what I'm going to do is I cut out the small, medium, and large, and I'm going to use the Versatile Magic. This is GD 75 and GD 34. So it's like a mauve and light pink. And I just squished this on my mat like this for color. And then I squished the light in here to add a little bit of lightness. And I'll take my water spray bottle. Everything's flying at me here. And just wet it down. And I'll just take a paintbrush and I'll start like mixing it up. And the colors are gonna like all blend. As you can see here, they really lightened out to a light pale pink. And then the stainless that I put in there, I only used 2 and folded it in half. I'll show you, but I wanted to show you how to start this because it takes a little bit for these to dry. But these are dry right now, so I face where you cut it through the die, the rough side up, and I will just drop these right into the paper, saturating them, and just spin around and everything, and then pull them out. See how it like just makes the colors watery, like and it takes a little bit from the dry, but you don't want them to dry anyways, because we're going to I'm just going to do them all right now. We're going to fold and manipulate these, and then we're going to reopen them. I'll show you how I do it. I might have to add more ink on here and everything. And then it seemed to come along pretty good when I was working on them before, because I wanted to test it out to make sure it was the color that I wanted. And this, maybe I won't have to. I usually do though, because the thing's getting dry. Because I want them like, yeah, this is a little bit too dry. Let me put a little bit more of this pink in this one. Because once you make the watercolors wet, the paper gets soft. Like that. Let me drop this in. You get a little messy. Any craft you get messy with. If you wouldn't be crafting if you'd be not messy. I'm going to drop this one in again. They're really getting saturated now. Okay, so now that they're like, you can feel that they're saturated, I start folding them. I fold it in half and up over the other one, and then bring one around. And then I just twist them and twist like that. Fold them up. And you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, you just destroyed your flowers, but it does not. It adds character to the flowers. Up and over. And like I said, some I just fold in half too. Colors are all blending here like that. And these dry, once the watercolor dries, they turn into really actually looking like good flowers that are real. They're realistic, really realistic. See here, like this one. And I'll be white. This one needs more color. Might have to add more color to this one too. Yeah. Okay. So once you have them all twisted, I'm going to move this out of the way. Let me get a paper towel to wipe this up a little bit so I don't get anything else messy. And wipe this up. Now, you can let them sit for a couple hours or overnight until they dry. But I'll hit these with a heat gun and show you what happens. Because they, like I said, they don't take long to dry. I was thinking about using my little pancake maker for it, but I said, nah, paper might catch on fire. I was going to experiment with it, but I figured better not. Paper ain't real thick or anything. Let me hit it one more time. They're really hot. This one, there's some that aren't, the big ones aren't drying up real quick. There we go. All right, so what I did was I took the stamens, I folded them in half, and I touched them with glue and took glitter, and this was like a rose gold glitter, and these I got on a like a mystery bag, and I just fold them in half to put in the cenders, and then that's what it turned out to look like when I got them done. And I was just letting these dry because I figured everybody knows how to glue. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start opening up the flowers, untwisting them, and like making the shape of the flower. And then I'll be able to tell what size, because I did all 3 of them with the 3 shapes. And they're really like crinkly. So I like making flowers. I love putting flowers on my projects. It kind of calms me down. I don't know. It don't calm me down. I mean, it's something that I just enjoy doing. I like playing with paper. I always did like playing with paper. That's my big one. See, the flowers, they really are realistic. And no, I don't know what this is. I mean, I know that she has something else on here. I can't even remember. It was Florals 3, 1775. And that was off of her Elizabeth Crafts site. I have a lot of flower dies. Okay, that's a big one. And like I said, I just love the different flowers to look at. And this one is twisted, really. There we go. Small, medium, medium. This might be the large one. Yeah. This one's a little damp yet. That's okay. It will dry once I have them put together. I might be able to reshape too. So, and this has a hint of like that pinky color to it. All right, so what I did then was I matched them up to the pairs, and I think I have them all pretty good. And I started off with my smallest flower, and I took my pokey tool and made the hole bigger so I could get that stamus in there. And then I stuck that down through the hole, and I touched it with glue so it stays. Every time I come on camera, this glue just wants to fight with me. Sweet goodness. All right. One's going to have a little bit extra glue. Oops. You got to poke a hole because the hole's not big enough for it to go through. And just keep pushing them down through. And just swing them around a little bit. Probably wouldn't even have to put much glue on here. There's this one. Oops. See, I'm forgetting to poke the hole through. Okay. Wait a minute, this one has only, I gotta pull this. I was thinking that I maybe should have glued these and twisted them so they thread through the hole better. There we go. See how that one don't want to go through. Okay. See, this is not cooperating at all. Take my tweezers, push it through, hoping not to tear it. You have just one here that just wants to fight it. And guess what? It won. Okay. Let me pull it back out again. I don't know if I should put tape on it. A little bit of tape. There we go. All right, there's the first one after fighting a little bit. Now, and what I'll do is I'll glue the bottom here again around here. I'm not going to cut these off. Whoever gets them, they can cut them off and trim them too, because it gives them a good hold or anything. So I'm going to leave them on and let it dry. All right, let's do this again. And I'm going to poke my holes through this time so I don't forget. You could put brads in these too. I looked at them and I thought that would be really cute too, but I figured I'm going to glue and put glitter on here. So I'm like I said, I'm starting with the smallest one and going through there first and then building up medium to large. And then just go through there. I love doing flower, the swaps. Just haven't seen too many people doing them. And I just wanted it simple, like that we did with the sachets, the organzas. This one's being nasty to me. Okay. Keep twisting it and make a point so it goes through. Here we go. They kind of remind me of cherry blossoms in a way. It was down at the river, and the blossoms are all bloomed down there at Millersburg, and it really is beautiful right now. I said, wow. Seems like everything bloomed early this year, because usually it don't start blooming until around Mother's Day. Keep poking here. Seems like the last one, it don't want to go in. And there we go. Okay, let's keep this up. And then this is the last one for this bag. And it has, with the watercolor paper, it has a texture, a thicker texture to a feel of it, should say. Oh, that one went in nice for me. Okay. until them dry. You see? They come out pretty cool. So I'm going to let these dry. And I'm going to show you the next flower that I am going to make. Okay. So, we had gotten, what is this? I have to get this out. If you have a diamond press tile alphabet, I really like this. And I wanted something different, and it has a lot of detail on it. So I'm going to show you what I did with one complete. I took the cellophane paper and I layered the cellophane between the paper and then cut out linen. This is pearlized white paper, and then I put the sea beads in. So I'm going to cut one to show you what I did. These are just regular bags that I tore it apart, like pulled the seam apart, cut the bottom off, and I'm just using these to make flowers. I did a video before of using this and that, using the bag before to, instead of that illusion film, I was using this. So I have one piece cut out already, like a sliver of it, so I can show you how it works. So I'm going to pull up the shimmering pastel, and this is like pearlized white paper. And for the centers, I'm using that Park Lane pastel, that Mindy green, and then I'm going to use the seed beads again. This time I'm going to dump a cluster of them in to show you. So I taped this on already because you have to like maneuver it around and everything. So I'm just going to cut out one because I cut out a bunch of them. But it doesn't matter if there's a fold on it because it will come out once it goes through the press to make it shape. I'll show you once we have this. I get this. Okay, so I'm going to put this in here. And this was an older set from Diamond Press. I'm not sure if it's 2 years or more. But the reason you have to put the cellophane on top of cardstock, it's so it cuts it. I tried cutting the cellophane without having cardstock underneath it, and it does not work. It's really hard to, like, it don't cut. It just makes a mess. So when I hold this, and now when I turn it, see that? And that's what I am going to do for these petals. So let me cut out a white one for the top layer, and because everybody knows how to cut out, you know, I mean, do their machine. I don't want to bore you with them. It was just that I wanted to show you that how I got that cellophane paper. And actually, they were little treat bags that I had left over from grandchildren's of doing Easter from years. And I just had a pile of them, and I kept them. I didn't know what I was going to do. And then I saw that illusion film that they had, and I was like, oh, that kind of looks like cellophane paper. So I went and bought a roll of cellophane paper too at the store at Joann's, and it's not as thick as the bags. So I mean, I tried it, but I don't know if I really care for it. I like the bags better because they're thicker. So just wanted to show you. Okay, and this was the sender. And what's really cool about these dies from Diamond Press, you can see they have a lot of detail. So it puts grooves in your flowers and that. And that's why I love their product. And I just have mine named certain ways and have it because I have them that long. Okay, so all I did to make these now was I have that top layer laying there, and I just picked it up, rolled it over, put it more like, and added a little dab of glue in the center, and this one, and I twisted it over like this. Now this takes a little bit longer to dry. I took notice when I was working on other flowers because I made these a different way before. And then put that there. And then I put my sender on. And this pearlized paper also, it takes longer to dry because it has that texture on. So now I'm going to take my green beads that I got at the Dollar Tree. Now, these I can never string neither, so that's why I'm using these. I want to figure some way. See it don't stick, right? It's stuck onto there. Let me pull this up. And there. And I figure I didn't want to get rid of them because I thought I'd find some way to use them. So I put a lot of glue on there. And I'm going to hold this. And I'm just going to take my fingers and sprinkle these on top. And what don't stick will go off to the back in the pile. So I don't make too much of a mess. And then that will add my bling on my flowers. And it will stay, like once it dries, the glue dries, it will be clear. So I'm going to put this one together again. And like I said, you can see the detail on the petals. And I just want to make sure that it's off just over a little bit from what the sender is. And build it up that way. Now once these are dry, whoever gets them, they can reshape them and like curve them, make them more, instead of them being flat. I just am keeping them flat because they'll be easier to put in the organza bag and nice to ship. So, and when they're ready to use it for a card, maybe they don't want to use it to put the dimension on or anything. I don't know. I'm just guessing. But there we go. And we're going to pick this one up. What's really nice about this art glue, glitter glue, it dries clear. So, and that's the center of that one. And these, there you go. So, I cut out a bunch of them. I'm going to finish up. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how I am putting together my tag. I stamped on there and I ran this through my YouTube. If you don't have a YouTube channel, don't worry. your email. This is so someone can contact you. Maybe you, like I said, you don't want to have it showing on the camera. You can stick a card into it. This paper here, it is white core, and it shows. So I'm gonna fold it up and line everything up, and I'm going to ink the edges because I don't like that white showing, and I want it to give the antique-y look anyhow. So see, you can see that it shows the white core on the card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the glue here, and I don't want to make, I'm going to spread it out with my, because I don't want to ooze in that it blocks my card completely out for me. And the same way we're down here, I'm just going to run it like this and run it. That way I might have my pocket and the leaves don't fall through. Everything should line up. And just push my bone folder. There we go. And I'm going to edge the, you know, so I'm going to edge the edge with vintage photo with my dauber. And I just rub it along the sides like this to get rid of that whiteness, that because of it being a white core card. It gives it more of an antique-y look too, I think. Vintage. And I'll go on this side because I'm decorating my outside of my, and you do not have to do this. This is me. I'm like this all the time. So if you sign up, like I said, I'll pull my email here. If you sign up, there's my email, and make sure you put on the title that Blossom Bag Swap, and I'll get back to you with the instructions on it. The date that they have to be here is by May 9th, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna like do the reveal of them as they're coming in. I'll just like maybe number them. Reveal 1, 2, 3, and then because with working in that, I wanna show them and everything and that, and then we'll swap them out that way. Yeah, that I think that we can have fun with this and don't stress over flowers. They just make our life better, I think. So now I'm going to show you. I want to decorate the card. I cut out some extra, and I'm just going to add my greenery. I'm just dabbing a little bit here and there, just for a little bit extra on the card. Like I said, don't put no other die cuts or anything of that sort, just flowers and leaves. What you do on your tag is fine, as long as it's not over, like it's going to fill your whole bag up and protrude and make everything worse. Okay. I'm going to put a peach and a blue flower on this one. And I'm going to add a leaf onto the peach. First, I'm going to put a little bit here. I'm going to put the leaf sticks out a little bit, like that. Put a little bit and let it whimsical. I'm going to do it like this. And since I got them petals a little, I'm going to cover that up with this. I'm going to run this one here. Like that. Whoops. Like that. All right. So now I have the 12 flowers. There's a set of 3. Here's a set of 3. And where did I put the leaves? I have to cut out another set of leaves for them, but there's a set of leaves. And then the blue ones. And like I said, they're all pastel. There's the peach. And they're just like nicely portioned for putting on a card. And there's another peach. So that's 3, 6, 9, 12. And then the greenery with it. And you can add it however you want. And that's the flowers that, you know, however you decide to make yours. And I'm gonna put that up there. However you decide to make yours, like I said, it can be colorful bouquet to use up, and I just wanted to make it look springy in that. And like I said, you can arrange them however. Once you get yours, you can trim these off. I just wanted these to hold up right now, but these would probably be used with a hot glue gun. You could probably, because they're paper, you could probably get them to stick too. But these you can reshape, like put it through your shaping tool. Also these too, instead of letting them flat. I'm just keeping them flat so they will slide in the bag and everything. And then your tag with your name, handmade by you. And so your recipient or the swap partner can, because a lot of people like to send, hey, I got yours, you know, I'm excited, you know, because I know I had got emails, and I emailed back to people thanking them that we had fun doing this and that. But yeah, this is how, oh, we've got to put this in the bag too. Oh, to show you. I surely shouldn't put that in the bag too, because until we make sure, and I have to cut another set of greenery. But I didn't put no ink or anything, but this has details, so whoever receives it, they can put their own greenery on, edging if they want to edge the leaves. Because I know sometimes I do it, and it's up to them. But this will fit in the bag too, along with, I don't know if this is dry, but I just want to show you that it will go all in the bag. Everything will fit. I just don't want to put it in and it getting glued till it's fully dry. But, and then let me go get the box, because I want to show you the box that will be coming in, so you understand. I have it. I knew I wanted to get it out earlier, but I forgot. And now I can't find it. Okay, so the priority boxes look like this. And once you put it together, and this is the small one, that make sure that you include your postage inside your box with your flower arrangement. But you'll be putting it together like this. And these you can pick up at the post office, and I have 2 here. That's why it's going so. They have them, like at our post office, they have them right outside. Let's go forward. down. But I want to show you how big the box is. That way you understand. And it will come like this to you. But let me grab the ones that I had before. And that way you can see. Everybody will have their own space. So this way, it's not cluttered. I mean, crushing any flowers. That's why I said, you know, I'm going to be sending them back this way in the box. And everybody will have their own space in here. So there'll be 4. And that way you understand. But that's how I'm planning. And hey, thanks. I want to thank everybody that's joining, and hope you're enjoying it, having fun making your flowers. And liking and subscribing and sharing on the channel. I appreciate it again. And hey, let's have fun making these flowers. I'll see you later then. Thank you. And if you have any questions, you can email me. I am from Pennsylvania. I had gotten asked where I'm from. I am close to Hershey Park, about 35 miles away from there. Everybody wants to know about Hershey. So, just to let you know. Yeah, so right here, have fun with the flowers and see what's coming up next. Bye-bye.